Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something incredibly important, something that could be the difference between a healthy life and a life full of medical struggles: your kidneys. You see, many of us take our kidneys for granted, but let me tell you, these two small organs are absolute warriors, filtering your blood, removing toxins, and maintaining balance in your body. But here's the heart-wrenching reality. Over 37 million adults in the U.S. are battling chronic kidney disease, NIDDK, 2023. That's not just a number, it's mothers, fathers, brothers, and sisters. People we know, love, and cherish, facing a daily struggle that could have been avoided in many cases. Picture this: you're sitting at a dialysis center 3 times a week, hooked to a machine because your kidneys have given up. How does that make you feel? It's not an exaggeration to say that kidney disease can break families, financially, emotionally, and physically. The worst part? Most people don't even know they're at risk until it's too late. But today, we're going to change that. We're going to look at 5 common habits that are silently wreaking havoc on your kidneys, and I'm going to show you how to stop these habits dead in their tracks. Small changes, big impacts. Are you with me? 1. Excessive use of painkillers. Let me ask you this. How many of us pop a pill without thinking twice? Whether it's for a headache, muscle pain, or just a bad day, we reach for that bottle of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, without a second thought. These over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen and aspirin seem harmless, don't they? But let me tell you, they're anything but harmless when used excessively. Studies have shown that these drugs can cause serious damage to your kidneys. The Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology published a study in 2019 confirming that regular use of NSAIDs significantly increases your risk of developing chronic kidney disease, especially if you already have other risk factors like high blood pressure or diabetes. Parizella, MA, 2019. Think about that for a second. It's like throwing sand into a well-oiled machine. Over time, your kidneys just can't keep up. They become sluggish, worn out, and eventually they fail. I know. Pain is real, and pain can be unbearable. You're just trying to get through the day, and painkillers feel like the only option. But I want you to understand the bigger picture here. Imagine the emotional toll of kidney disease. Hooked up to a dialysis machine several times a week, unable to travel, barely able to enjoy life. Now, picture the moment when a doctor looks you in the eyes and tells you your kidneys are failing because of something you thought was safe. It's a heartbreaking scenario, and I don't want that for you. So what can you do? Well, first off, limit your use of these painkillers. If you need relief, try natural alternatives. Anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, and omega-3 fatty acids can help reduce pain and inflammation without putting your kidneys at risk. Movement, stretching, and mindfulness exercises can also play a huge role in managing chronic pain without resorting to pills. You have options. You don't have to damage your kidneys to get relief. Next up, let's talk about something we all know is bad for us, but often ignore: sodium. The truth is, most of us consume far too much salt, and it's wreaking havoc on our kidneys. Sodium is a silent assassin. It may taste good in that fast food meal, but it's slowly chipping away at your kidney function day by day. Here's a staggering fact. Nearly 90% of Americans consume more sodium than the recommended daily limit. American Heart Association, 2023. And where does most of this sodium come from? Processed foods, fast food, canned soups, frozen meals, and restaurant meals. That extra salt may make the food taste great, but it's also raising your blood pressure, which is one of the leading causes of kidney damage. The kidneys work overtime to filter out the excess sodium, and over time, this puts a strain on them, leading to chronic kidney disease, CKD. Imagine this. You're enjoying a nice dinner, but your kidneys are silently screaming for help as they struggle to process that massive amount of salt. High blood pressure starts to build up, and your kidneys are forced to work harder than they should. Eventually, they wear out, and kidney function declines. This isn't some far-off problem either. It's happening in real time, in your body right now. Now, I know it's tough. Cutting back on salt is no easy feat, especially with how prevalent it is in the food we eat. But I promise you, the payoff is huge. By reducing your sodium intake, you can protect your kidneys from unnecessary damage and keep your blood pressure in check. Try cooking your own meals using fresh ingredients. And when you do need something pre-packaged, always check the sodium content. Aim for no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. And if you have high blood pressure or kidney issues, try to limit it even further to 1,500 milligrams. Your kidneys will thank you for it. Start small. Swap out that bag of salty chips for some fresh fruit or vegetables. Use herbs and spices to flavor your food instead of salt. Over time, your taste buds will adapt, and you'll find that your food tastes just as good, if not better, without all that extra sodium. 3. Inadequate water intake. We've all heard it before. Drink more water. But let me tell you, there's a reason we keep hearing this advice. Our kidneys rely on water to do their job effectively. If you're not hydrating properly, you're making your kidneys work harder than they should, and eventually, they can't keep up. I want to paint a picture for you. Imagine trying to clean a window with a dirty, dry cloth. It's a struggle, right? Now, think of your kidneys as that cloth and water as the cleaner. Without enough water, your kidneys can't effectively filter out waste and toxins, leading to the formation of kidney stones and potentially irreversible damage. A study in Kidney International Reports 2020 showed that chronic dehydration can lead to kidney stones, which are often the precursor to kidney disease. Curran, G.C. 2020. Just like sand slowly building up in the cracks of a structure, dehydration can cause tiny stones to form, making it harder for your kidneys to filter properly. And once those stones start forming, they can lead to excruciating pain, hospital visits, and long-term kidney damage. But the good news is that preventing this is simple. Drink water and drink it often. The amount of water needed varies by individual, but a good rule of thumb is to drink enough to keep your urine clear or pale yellow. You want to stay ahead of the game, not wait until you're thirsty. If you're feeling parched, it's already too late. Your kidneys are already a step behind. Here's the challenge I want to leave with you. Make water your go-to drink. Keep a water bottle with you at all times. If you struggle with the taste, add a slice of lemon or cucumber to make it more enjoyable. Hydrating doesn't have to be boring. And remember, your kidneys are depending on you to keep them running smoothly. 4. Excessive sugar consumption. Now, let's talk about something that's close to home for so many people: sugar. We all love a sweet treat now and then, but when sugar becomes a daily staple, the consequences can be devastating, especially for your kidneys. When you consume too much sugar, especially refined sugar, you're putting yourself at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And as you may already know, diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure in the United States. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, 2022, 1 in 3 people with diabetes will eventually develop kidney disease. Think about that for a second. Nearly 33% of people with diabetes could find themselves facing kidney failure. This isn't just a statistic. These are real people, real families, who will feel the crushing weight of this condition. The way sugar wreaks havoc on the kidneys is by spiking your blood glucose levels. Over time, this excess sugar damages the small blood vessels in your kidneys, making it harder for them to filter waste. The damage builds up gradually, and before you know it, kidney function is impaired, leading to kidney disease. But here's the silver lining. You have control. You can take charge of your health right now. Start by cutting back on sugary beverages like soda, sweetened coffees, and juices. Replace them with water, herbal teas, or sparkling water with a splash of lemon. Instead of reaching for that candy bar, grab a piece of fresh fruit. You'll not only protect your kidneys, but you'll also start feeling more energized and healthy overall. And remember, it's not just about avoiding sugar in the obvious places. Hidden sugars lurk in many packaged foods, sauces, and even healthy snacks. Be vigilant and start reading labels carefully. If you can reduce your sugar intake, you'll be doing your kidneys and your entire body a huge favor. You have the power to change your path to avoid the emotional and physical toll of diabetes and kidney disease. It's in your hands. Last but certainly not least, let's address something that's been an issue for decades: smoking. We all know it's harmful, but perhaps we don't fully grasp the devastating impact it has on our kidneys. The effects of smoking aren't just about your lungs. They extend far beyond that. Smoking reduces the blood flow to your kidneys, which means your kidneys are not getting the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly. This strain on your kidneys can eventually lead to kidney disease. According to a 2021 study published in Nephrology Dialysis Transplantation, smokers are 40% more likely to develop kidney disease compared to non-smokers. Here's Spink, HJ, 2021. That's a staggering statistic. When you light up that cigarette, you're not just damaging your lungs, you're silently hurting your kidneys too. Now, I know how hard it can be to quit smoking. It's not just a physical addiction, but an emotional one too. For many people, smoking is a way to cope with stress, anxiety, or the overwhelming pace of life. But here's the truth. Smoking isn't helping you. It's hurting you. It's stealing your health, one puff at a time. Imagine the moment when you finally realize that the cigarette in your hand is robbing you of your future. But here's the hope I want to offer. Quitting smoking is one of the best things you can do for your kidneys. Yes, it's challenging, but it's completely possible. I encourage you to take it one day at a time, celebrate the small victories, and lean on support. There are resources and treatments that can help you quit smoking for good. You can replace the habit with something healthier, like exercise or deep breathing techniques to manage stress. You don't have to keep damaging your kidneys. Your kidneys are begging you for mercy. They're working hard for you every single day. And in return, they just need you to stop harming them. By quitting smoking, you're giving your kidneys the chance to heal, to repair, and to function the way they were meant to. So, there you have it. The 5 common habits that are silently, yet significantly damaging your kidneys. Excessive painkiller use, high sodium intake, inadequate water consumption, excessive sugar intake, and smoking. These habits may seem small or inconsequential in the moment, but they add up over time, causing your kidneys to slowly deteriorate. But here's the beautiful thing. It's never too late to make a change. You can still take control of your health and make choices that protect your kidneys and your overall well-being. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each small change you make, whether it's swapping out that soda for water, reducing your salt intake, or quitting smoking, adds up, and it can make all the difference. I know how hard it can be to break these habits. I understand the emotional struggles, the comfort foods, and the pressures of everyday life. But if there's one thing I want you to take away from this message, it's that your kidneys are worth it. They're worth the effort, the sacrifices, and the commitment to a healthier life. I want to leave you with this thought. Your kidneys don't need to be a ticking time bomb. You don't have to wait until you're facing kidney failure to make a change. You have the power right now, in this moment, to protect your health and change the course of your future. You can live a long, healthy, and vibrant life, and your kidneys will thank you for it. So, I challenge you today, take a step, however small it may be, towards kidney health. It might be drinking more water, choosing a healthier snack, or quitting smoking. No matter where you start, just start. Your kidneys deserve that chance. You deserve that chance. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I'm here rooting for you every step of the way. Your health is your greatest asset. Protect it, cherish it, and watch it transform your life.